So we got the distributor in.
Yep. We got plenty of adjustment. We got our vacuum advance where it goes.
Yeah.
Here's our #1 hole, right on #1, and then we have plenty of sweep both ways for retard and advance.
Okay.
So there we go. Go. Now we need some of these bad boys. Seam down. That's a beautiful thing, man. It's beautiful.
That is looking good.
Now we just need some spring marshers here. Let's use these. Little spring marsher, a little nut.
10 millimeter?
Yes. Hand me that 10 millimeter there behind your slate. Right there. Wrench. Right
This
there.
one?
Yeah.
This one?
Yep. Yep. I'm just gonna tighten these. I'm gonna tighten this side and you're gonna tighten that side.
Damn, dude, this is looking awesome.
Yeah, man. It's like a real Volkswagen motor.
Pretty cool.
And pile of parts. I love it, man. I never get enough of it.
Custom.
Custom, baby. Some assembly required.
Darrin's Customs. What are you capping them to?
I usually go about 30.
30?
Yeah. Right in there.
Nice.
Okay. You want to tighten these, you can feel the crush washer smash. That's good enough. You
Yeah?
don't want to over tighten them.
Just get them snug
I always use a short ratchet. It's a good practice.
so you don't over tighten them.
Right. All right. Mm-hmm. Easy there, buddy. I don't know why that stands like that. That's hilarious. Pull these up.
They got them down too far.
Yeah. Fix that one, just pull it back off. Push her up. And push it into fit. Nice. If you only knew.
It's looking good. Wow.
CT's like, holy man, it looks like a motor.
I can't believe it's been a year already.
Not here.
Not here, but it's been a year since.
Should have come over sooner, man.
Oh my God. I know. I know. It's all right.
All right, we got to have a better gasket than this. Just see if you have something a little thicker than that. That's pretty thin.
That one's kind of thick.
That one looks a lot better, but I think it's too big.
Got this one here.
No, that's correct.
Got a couple more here.
This is better than what we got on the carburetor. We'll go with this one. We'll go with that one. Yeah, somebody's like, why didn't you put a cam in it?
Well, I thought it'd be cool to keep it original, but we
Yeah,
can
it
always.
is cool, man. We can make something else fast, you know? I think it's cool to be more original.
Yeah.
You know? A little better. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Fuel pump rod. A little bit of grease. Mm-hmm. And where's that fuel pump at? An original is probably more desirable in the bus community than, you know, a set of dual carburetors.
Yeah.
There's I think there's a higher standard with splitties, you know, to do them correct.
It would be cool to do a dual carb 40.
Yeah, you know, I just don't know how much performance.
Yeah.
You know, I would rather do a 1600.
Yeah.
And then you can, you know, you actually get a little performance out of it and enjoy it. Or you'd really be beating on the 40 horse.
What's amazing is that these guys that they can take these old parts and make them look like that.
Yeah,
brand new.
that's a talent for sure. That, you know, I know a lot of guys rebuild these pumps, but the guy made it look like new. You know, it's like it came from the factory.
Boom. So how do you know where to plug those in? I know you just have it memorized, but
1432. It's just a wiring order.
1432.
Yeah.
Which one is one? Got one. This is number 1 here.
1, 4, 3, 2.
Gotcha. And the 10s are numbered.
Yep. And we'll put these in the holders once we put the fan housing on there. But we need to get bolts for that. So let's adjust the valves next, shall we?
Yep.
Okay, let me get a wrench to turn the motor over.
Alright.
Gonna rock the motor back and forth. Need
how
a
do
rocker.
you tell? This
You
one?
see how this rocker's moving?
Yeah.
See how these aren't?
Yeah.
That's
So this
what
is number 1?
No, this is number 1. See number 1 right here?
This is number 1.
Yep.
So you don't want it to move.
No, I want it to be on the back side of the cam so we can adjust the valves.
Okay. You're setting them at 4?
Yep. And you just stay on top of the valve adjustment and you'll be fine.
Okay.
I set mine at 0. I would never do that on a customer car, but because I can't stand valve train noise.
So 0 cuts the noise out?
It makes it a lot quieter, yeah. But, you know, if you don't stay on top of it and one gets tight, you can burn a valve. So
Gotcha.
I try to leave them a little bit of margin on the street cars. Come on. All right, this is how I like them to feel. So you pull it through so you get an idea of what it should feel like. A little bit of resistance, but it goes in.
Yep.
Okay, so you feel it on both sides of the gauge, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's hitting the valve stem and it's hitting the rocker.
Gotcha. So it's tight, but
Yeah.
it goes through.
Right, and it pulls.
Yep.
You don't want it to be real loose.
And that's
Yeah.
4?
That's 4.
Okay.
All right, so that's sort of how it should feel. Want to pull it through and feel it?
Mm-hmm.
Pull it through. Same feel, and you feel it on both sides, you know what I mean? Fits in there, but it's
Yep.
some resistance.
Gotcha.
All right, now we're going to turn the motor counterclockwise a half a turn. Half a turn counterclockwise from here on out. It'll land on, it'll go all the way around the motor.
Okay.
We might have to turn it the opposite way just because this might not be tight enough yet. We're going to try to turn it counterclockwise.
So this is something you obviously do with the spark plugs in.
You can do it with it in or out. I mean, normally if you're going to service your motor, it's going to have the plugs in it,
Yeah.
you know.
So it doesn't really affect the,
No, it doesn't affect the valve adjustment at all.
okay.
Now it will affect how the motor turns over. Now you see how this one's stationary?
Yep.
Okay, that's what we're looking for.
Okay. Here you go.
Oh, it's like, where'd it go? I know I had it. Stuff's been disappearing all day though, so I don't question anything anymore. That's why you have multiple tools.
Oh yeah.
You have to hold that center nut and tighten the outside nut.
Gotcha.
Somebody was really strong there.
Awesome.
Half a turn counterclockwise.
So this should take us to 3.
Yes, sir.
So four should be rocking. Is that the exhaust or the intake? That's
I don't
moving.
know. We're looking at number 3 though. Don't get distracted.
Okay.
We're good to go.
But number 3, you don't want anything moving, right?
Right. Never anything moving when you adjust the valves.
Okay.
You're adjusting them on the back of the lobe of the cam. Got a camshaft I could show you. Right here. So here's the camshaft. And as these lobes go around, this is what hits the lifter and opens the valve. So when you adjust the valve, you're adjusting it back here on this side of the cam, the flat part, not the lobe. So that's why when we rock it back and forth, we don't want to see the rockers move.
Gotcha.
So do your valve adjustment on the back, and then it does all its work over the top of these lobes. So. This is much easier on the engine stand than it is in the car, of course, because you're laying under the car. Feel that? That's too loose.
Yeah, I can feel it sliding too easy.
Mm-hmm.
What is that set to?
I would say that's probably 5.
Okay.
You know, you're using a 4 feeler gauge.
Yep.
You should feel resistance.
Yep.
And if you don't feel resistance, you're probably setting them at 5.
Okay. Do those gauges wear out after a while?
Oh yeah. Now you see what I'm doing right here? I'm setting these valves. You know how many years Skidder came behind me and checked this every time I tune a car up?
How many?
For 5 years.
Really?
He'd pull every spark plug out, check the gap, and he'd check every valve.
Wow. Just a
Finally,
quality control.
Finally one day I'm like, dude, are you ever gonna stop and just let me do it? And after that he let me do it. But
oh, that's cool,
he
man.
checked, you know, he's like, I just want to make sure that it feels exactly like I want it to feel.
Right.
Just like I'm teaching you, you know, that's what you want to feel that. That's
Yep.
what you want to feel now. See the difference?
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely tighter.
So
It's tight.
it's tight, but it fits.
Yeah, you have
And
to.
you know, you have to remember this is an air-cooled engine, and the lash is only going to get greater as the motor gets hot. So, you know, Volkswagen went from 4 to 6 because people weren't bringing their cars in and having the valves adjusted, and the valves would get tight and burn.
Gotcha.
So that's why it's important every 3,000 miles to adjust your valves and change the oil. This is sort of a rare engine, being that it's a solid lifter motor. Most cars have hydraulic cams.
Yeah, I mean, people would run these engines into the ground, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it was just, you know, they're not used to servicing cars. Chevrolets don't require valve adjustments usually, and these cars came over here and, you know, they had more of a maintenance schedule than a lot of people like, so they would just run them till they broke. And Volkswagen warranted a lot of them. You know, I know my bus when I bought it had a warranty motor in it, and this is actually a warranty block.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually a new block.
Yeah, so at some point, Rusty's engine...
Probably dropped a valve.
Yep.
You know, that was the most common problem. They'd go in and they'd put a long block in them.
Yep.
So, all right, we're going to turn it a half turn and I'll be done with the valve adjustment.
Cool.
We'll put the valve covers on next. We'll be one step closer.
It's pretty exciting.
We're pretty close. If we would have had the generator bolts, we'd be running this bad boy. We're going to have to go get some bolts.
Yeah, we were missing a few bolts and nuts.
But we're going to get it done for you guys. Definitely making good progress today. Alright. I always like to start on one. It's a good practice. You know, start on one, finish on number 4.
Gotcha. Sounds legit.
That way you don't forget.
And last week we were sweating in here.
Yeah.
This week it's nice and cool.
Nice and cool. This we didn't have to have the heater in here.
Yeah.
I think chokes you out. So we're going to go like this. We'll put our gasket in there and glue it down. And then you can use these gaskets over a couple valve adjustments.
Okay.
You won't have to replace them every time.
Cool. That was a good idea.
And they work really well. I haven't tried these silicone gaskets yet, you know. If you want to try those on one of your projects.
Yeah. I got these from Wolfsburg. They think they make these, so I wouldn't mind.
Oh, really? We'll try them on the 1600.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just, you know, it's like we were talking about. It's hard to change over when you're using something.
It's all good.
So we're pretty much ready there. I'm going to squirt a little oil in there. So I like to just put a little bit on the springs, being it's a fresh motor, a little adjusters. Let's squirt it in there.
Just get a little...
Coat the rockers up a little bit for startup.
Yeah.
Okay, see how this isn't touching over here?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to adjust that bail so it won't have any,
yeah, it's loose.
no pressure.
You just need to tap on a little bit.
It needs to be bent. powder coated, is it?
No. Is this off of 40 horse?
Oh.
Are they basically the same?
Yeah, there's only 2 different fans. It's a deal.
Yeah. Well, I guess I can make some artwork out of it or something. Hang that baby on the wall. It's looking good.
Starting to be a motor, huh?
Yeah.
It's going to be a motor here in a minute. Alright. Goes like that. Now we need a bolt right there.
This bolt here, will this work?
See, that bad boy's a little long, but
Oh,
just
shit.
throw it at me.
Sorry, brother.
The washers.
Washers right here.
Got some washers. Right on. Right on.
Right on, right on, right on.
Alright, I'm going to go down with the bolt so it doesn't look bad. Make sure that goes. Here, hold that. Where's your...
So close.
It's getting there. It's getting there. Few more little problems, but we overcame them.
Yeah, we had an issue with the fan.
Fan was bent.
This fan was bent. Luckily, Darrin had another one.
Got one donated to the cause. Fan belting it up. Some shimmies. Shimmy.
How many shims do you put on there?
It's a trial and error fitting type of thing. Normally, if you have a shim pack, when you put a new belt on, all of them go in the center.
Okay.
And as the belt wears, you take them out, it makes the pulley tighter. So we'll try them with all in there and see what we come up with. I think he had a new nut somewhere.
Yeah.
You want to put that on, the new one?
Sure. I'm dreaming. This is a dream.
Yeah, it's a little loose, so we're gonna have to take some out. So.
Okay.
No biggie. So that's how this works. You know, you're gonna take some of these out.
So how many you start with? Is it 10?
I don't know what the number is, you know? I never really took them all out and started from scratch. Usually, you know.
1, 2. You got 2 on there now?
I think there's 3 in there, isn't there? Those are 2?
2.
Let's try 3 of them in there. Let's see what that does. It's a fine tuning thing. You know, labor of love. Labor of love. This has been good for me. You got your motor down and you lit a fire under my ass. So
It's awesome, man.
got my tools all organized. Got my shop lit up.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to do some stuff now.
You do, man. You need to do something.
There you go. You want to be able to, you know, just turn it like that a little bit. Not too tight where the bearing's going to wear out, but you know.
This keeps going out of focus. Okay.
It's got a little twist in it.
Yeah, it's tight, but it's got a little.
Yeah, you want to have a little bit of give. Yeah. Just give me that screwdriver, please. You just catch it on that screw right there, and it stops it so you can tighten this.
Nice. Just get it nice and snug.
There you go. Now we're ready for this piece of resistance.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna use this gasket. It was pretty
Got this-
good from CB. Use that. There we go.
All right, well, we had another issue. Carburetor I got back. The throttle linkage is hitting this part of the governor here. So we're gonna have to address that at some other time. Darren's got another carburetor here.
Our brand new one.
We're gonna try out. Let's see how this works. What kind of carburetor is that?
Well, it's a Solex. What is this thing? 30 pick.
30 pick, okay.
Yeah.
So that should be fine, right?
Yeah. It's bigger than the carburetor that was on there, I do believe.
Yeah, this is
The only
a
thing we'll run into is
this is a 28 pick.
the 12 volt stuff on it. Like the choke,
Oh,
the
gotcha.
idle circuit.
Yep.
But we should be able to start it.
It's looking good.
It's getting there, buddy. More pieces here and there. Need to get those fan housing pieces and put those in the fan housing so we can put our wires in there. We get some sheet metal on there. We got our muffler on. And next we're going to pull it out of the stand and put the flywheel on, check the in-play. I had to put the old Solex carburetor on there. Have a little linkage issue with the other carb. So we'll see how this works, being that it's a 12 volt idle solenoid. I wired it up to the coil. We'll see how it works. All right, man, we got that on there. It's a little bent up.
Yeah, it was in pretty bad shape. I'm gonna try to find another one.
Just want the seal to fit to it, so that's
Yeah.
all that matters.
I've been keeping an eye out to see if I can find another one like this. If you guys see one, let me know. I'll pick it up.
Non-fresh air. I think you can buy those new.
Can you?
Yeah, they won't fit very well, but you can get them. That'll have to go on out of the stand. We're ready to move this to the floor whenever you're ready.
All right, let's do it.
We're just going right on the floor here? Right here. So we put the flywheel on. Grab it here.
Okay.
Yeah. Watch your hands when you set the muffler down. Hand out. What's up, Ann? You gonna say hi? You haven't said hi to everybody in a while.
Hi, everybody.
She's still around.
What's going on?
Hi. I'm still alive.
It's Andrea. It's Darren's wife. She keeps them in line.
She helped buy all this stuff in here.
Staying warm.
Yeah, back in front of my fireplace. I just came out to say hi.
Hello.
Okay. And then, you got some of those metal shims. I think we got sort of a selection of them. We need to get those together for me so I can measure them.
Yep.
These little babies here. Perfect. So that's that. This has to be really clean on these. That don't go in there. Never use paper. Throw it away, boys. Causes you nothing but heartache. And one other thing about the sealer on the case. Volkswagen did not put any sealer on the case house from the factory.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah, they never had sealer. But after you rebuild them and they get worn, you know, you have to put some sealer on them.
Gotcha.
But from the factory, there would have never been any sealer.
Because they were just machined and they were
Machine
tight.
that perfect, yeah.
Gotcha.
The surface was so good. So we got that clean. We have our 10 thousandths Shen there. And we get our red flywheel seal out. And got that 36mm sockets on the bench there. The ratchet. And down here. Set up down here. There's the shims. Got our seal. We need the in-play gauge. Check the in-play. We're gonna go with the original shim pack that you had and see where we come up.
Okay.
Get my micrometer here. Check the number. That's a lot. That's a lot. I'll be surprised if that works, but we'll try it.
All right.
Normally the magic number is 27,
Okay.
just so you know.
Where are we at right now?
Almost 40.
Wow.
Seems like an excessive amount, but
Hmm.
well, I like to see what, you know, what you have from the start there, so. I put a little lube on that so it slides in nice, doesn't tear the seal. Just lube it up. Like that. I want to make sure that's all in, because if you don't get it all in, it will leak.
It's a nice little tool you got there.
Yep, it's I believe it's an MP. I mean, it's a nice seal tool, works quite well. You know, it's handy for putting in the flywheel seals.
Yeah.
That's in all the way. You don't have it in, and you just put it flush to here, the flywheel will tear the seal.
Gotcha.
Okay, we gotta clean this up a little bit. It's all rusty there. We got a nice surface to ride on. Clean this up. Look at you with fingertips. Show off.
Haven't worn them off yet.
I don't have any fingertips because of your motor, man. Too many days of the parts orchestra.
Sorry about that, brother.
It's alright, it's clean and it's done. She is together. That's pretty freaking good, man.
What is it you're looking for here?
4 to 7, you know, is the preferred. Set it on 0. Now we'll pull it. Here we got 5, dude. It's golden.
Nice.
Golden.
Very cool.
You wanna hand me that abrasive tool? Brake clean, please. Or carburetor cleaner. Big fan. You're not gonna make me the bad guy, no way, man.
No. Nope. It's all good. Live and learn, live and learn.
That's all we can do now. We all learn lessons. I feel like this isn't the right size socket. Yeah, definitely
Slipping a little bit.
Nick. Gonna grab that torque wrench.
Yes. It's like putting a puzzle together.
We're gonna get it done.
Need some screws.
I was gonna either put it in there.
All right, guys, it's the next day. We had a few issues that we had to deal with, but we have everything together, and we're about ready to start this for the first time. Darren, what did we end up having to do to this?
We had to take the governor off the original carburetor and use that. The linkage was hitting. This piece of linkage here is rubbing the solenoid, so they wanted to stack gaskets to space it, and we're just gonna take the governor off and try to run it like this.
Yeah.
We tried to run it last night, but we had a 12-volt battery. Our 6-volt battery was dead, and it didn't run really good, so we're gonna try it with a 6-volt this morning and the new carburetor and see how that works. And we have the starting setup on it. It worked really well. We used this last night. It has all the provisions to hook up, and you can hook the oil sending wire up, which I thought was really cool. And it allowed us to get oil pressure, and you can see the light go out on the box, so you know you have oil pressure.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. This is Zalix Industries.
Yep.
And it's a really cool start unit.
It worked good, and you know, I don't always start them on the floor, but I'm glad we started this one because we had some oil cooler seal issues. So we had to take the fan housing back off and put some taller seals on. We got it pretty much straightened out though. It didn't give us any trouble with the assembly of the engine, but you know, tuning them can be a little bit of a challenge sometimes. We were going to check the point gap, but we'll just go ahead and try to run it and see how it runs first.
Yeah.
If it still runs bad, we'll check that because somebody's already refurbished the distributor, the fuel pump, the carburetor, and it's got a brand new generator. So
yeah, so it should run good. So this carb is dry. There's no fuel in it. We got to get some fuel.
I put a little fuel in the bowl.
Okay.
So it might start up. It might not.
But we got to get some fuel pumping through here too.
Yep. We'll see what we got. We'll see if it'll pull out of the tank too. I'm not sure if that's going to have to be like a gravity or if the pump will pull it over there. So.
All right.
We'll set the camera up and give it a try, and we'll find out with everybody else what's going to happen here.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
All right, guys, you ready to do this?
Yep. Ready to give it a try.
Let's do it.
Cross your fingers. I know we are.
Oh, my God. I'm excited, man.
All right, man, push the button. Let's see if we can get some gas up in the carburetor. I put a little in there, so it might fire up.
Okay. Ready?
Yep. Hang on. Go ahead. Get my D5W.
All right, you ready?
No. Filling the carburetor up. Getting excited, aren't you?
Yeah. Pretty excited.
All right, go ahead.
All right.
Go
See
ahead.
some smoke coming out of there.
Good.
It's fueling up.
All right, we're getting gas.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm gonna hold the choke up. It looks fat.
Okay.
All right, hang on a minute. Hang on. This is why I don't like 6-volt stuff.
Running out already.
Huh?
Running low already.
I just hadn't turned the motor over. You know, when it's cold out,
Yeah.
it's probably more like 4 volts.
Yeah, it's a little chilly here today.
Yeah, we had to put the plow on the bus this morning to get out of the driveway. Positive. All right, man. You're just gonna hook that up and unhook it when it starts, okay?
Okay.
So like we talked about, that's just gonna be to get it started,
All right.
and then you can unhook that and it'll run off the 6-volt battery.
So hook up the.
No, leave that where it's at.
All right.
All you gotta do is move this gas out of the way back there.
Okay.
Hook the ground up.
Yep. Ground's up.
Hook that up right
Yep.
there. When it starts, you're gonna take that off.
All right.
unhook it.
Carburetor's not working?
I know it's not working, but I gotta start somewhere. I'm gonna start right here.
All right, guys, we got another update.
We're working on making this thing run. We ran into a couple issues with the other carburetor, and the distributor doesn't seem to want to work very well, so we're gonna put some stuff on off my car and see how it works. Had a new carburetor in the shelf, so we use that. Don't know if the components will work on it, being that it's a 12-volt setup, but I think we'll have better luck than we did with the other one. The squirter was not working, so that was an issue. And then seemed like the distributor just didn't want to cooperate. So we're gonna eliminate all that stuff, and then we'll work on putting everything back on that we just took off after we get it running properly.
All right, let's see what happens.
Go on, baby.
Got a different distributor, different carburetor.
Yeah, you should fire up for us and be nice. We've worked hard. Go ahead, man.
Ready?
Hit it. Go ahead. Go ahead. Gotta find the right spot here. Go ahead.
Oh,
Hey,
there we go.
getting something's happening. Alright, let me check the plug wires again. This motor's making me work really hard, man. For a 40 horse.
It's been fighting this.
For a 40 horse. I feel like maybe we should have built a stroker motor or something for this kind of aggravation.
We'll do that next.
Yeah. Should we burn this one?
Man, so close.
Oh, it's gonna run eventually.
All right.
Alright.
Here we go.
Step number 50. These were not many yet, but. Good.
Yeah. It's got gas going through it. That sounds pretty good.
Let's get in there, man. We can just get this thing to carburate and distribuate and, do everything at once. We'll get it running, man. Go ahead. Go ahead. Hook the jumpers up. Watch the sparks. Just flip them on. Red to red, black to black.
Black first.
Yep. Good. All right.
Ready?
Yep. Go ahead. Screwdriver. Unhook the battery. Now we're going to rebuild the new carburetor.
We need a flathead? No, you got it.
Oh boy. I need to sit down for this one, man. This is just becoming a thing.
Yeah.
All right, so this is attempt like number 4 or 5, I think. But we had a little distributor issue. Then we had a carburetor issue with the rebuilt carburetor. So I got a new carburetor off the shelf. This one, put that on there, and the needle and seat was stuck on that. So we've just taken the top off and fixed that. And I think we're ready for try number 5. So hopefully this will work, guys. Be nice in the comments. You know, this happens to everybody. So it's part of it. Just a working process, but we're learning. We're learning about how the carburetor works and different components. And we'll reverse engineer it once we get it running. We'll fix the original carburetor and put the original stuff back on. You know, once we get it tuned up and running good with these components, then we can do one thing at a time and get it like
figure it out.
Yeah. All right, man. Let's go ahead and hit it. You might need to hook the jumper cables up. You might not.
Want to try it without it first?
You can try it without.
All right. Here we go.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sounds better already. Sounding better.
Adjust that. Let me get a screwdriver. Check the vacuum leak.
So you just capped off that vacuum.
Yeah, we had a little vacuum leak there. We had the vacuum advanced distributor, and it's no longer in here. So
Yep.
we'll go ahead and fire it back up. Let me get a screwdriver real quick so I can adjust the carburetor, just in case that's the.
Yeah.
Choke the skin off.
Sounding pretty good.
Vacuum plugs off that other car. Might have to adjust that scope a little bit. See what it does when it warms up. Running good now, man.
Sounds pretty good, dude.
Got your carb on there?
That's crazy.
Choke's still on pretty good. We'll see if it warms up. If it doesn't, we'll have to adjust it a little bit.
Gotcha.
We have it pretty much sorted out, I think. Just ready to go home. We started with the carburetor that you see there, and then we had to take that back off and do a little work on that. We unfreed the needle and seat, got that working. And we put our other distributor back in there, which seems to be working good. We had to end up changing the oil cooler out. We changed the seal several times thinking it was the seals, but then we just went ahead and put another cooler on it, and it seemed to eliminate our problem. So we seem to be good now. We readjusted the valves. Everything looked good. And it's running pretty good. We're going to fire it up for you guys. See what you think. Should make Rusty happy.
Yeah, sounds good, man. Really good.
Yep, making me look bad. Yeah, I like looking back there and seeing no oil. That's good.
Yeah.
We can change the oil cooler seals real fast now, though.
Yeah, we're pretty good at it.
We're good at that. We're real proficient at that. It looks good, man.
Yeah, it does.
I think we got to put it in the bus now.
It looks awesome. Thank you.
It was
Very
fun.
good. Running smooth.
Silky smooth. So there we have it. The 40 horse is complete.
Yes, sir.
So
Finally.
we didn't put a cam in it, but we did do a couple little tricks to make it zing up a little bit.
Yeah.
We polished the crank, polished the rods, the beams on the rods, pen fitted the piston pins so they float nice. And it's a pretty sweet motor, man. Seems to be running real cool. Seems to be happy. Not burning the paint off the exhaust or anything.
Yeah, it's running smooth.
So we'll get that thing put in the bus, and then we'll move on to the Gia or the Porsche, whatever we're going to work on next. Something.
Yeah,
Something.
I'm ready.
I think
Thank you,
this was
sir.
fun. Put this in your living room or whatever. Use it for some furniture until you get it in the bus.
I could use it for a heater right now.
Yeah. It's a little cold in here. I see my breath. So,
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
we've been working pretty hard. It's not cold at the moment, but I'm sure as soon as we stop, we'll feel it.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm happy with the way it came out. Hopefully you get some good service out of it.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be awesome. I can't wait to get in Rusty and drive it down the road. It's going to be sweet.
Yep. So everything looks good. Got a new generator on there, a new carburetor, rebuilt distributor, brand new coil, powder coated sheet metal. Got a used fan and a used cooler. He had a nice powder coated fan, but it was bent. I don't know if it got bent in the powder coating process, heating it up or what, but so we had a few components we had to replace. I've named this one Christine. 'Cause it's got a little mind of its own.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It fought us all the way.
It did fight us a little bit,
Yeah.
but it's worth it in the end. I think it's a solid piece now. So. Well, I got 5 more horsepower now with that baby. Yeah, it sounds good, man.
Yeah, it does.
Sounds happy now. It's coming back to idle real nice, idle and smooth.
Yeah. Really good.
Yeah, buddy. Real nice. Hardly making any heat at all. It's running really cool. I was a little concerned on it, you know, with the compression. I left the compression high. So
Yeah.
you don't want to take too much compression out of these because they only have 40 horsepower to begin with, and a lot of that comes from the compression. So, see how she runs in the bus. That's all that's left now.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it, Darren.
Yep.
It's looking good. All right, guys. Stay tuned for the next one. See ya.
Yeah, buddy.